Namaskaram, my dear friends. So, going forward, let us take the topic a little more in detail in this session. So, in order to appreciate and then control our emotions, it is extremely important to understand that what are we made up of. So, you must have listened to Sadhguru many times. He used to say that we are so busy in understanding everything outside us, and then we hardly spend any time in understanding this one. We often used to refer this one. So understanding ourselves is one of the most important subject and extremely relevant to the kind of stage that we are looking for in our life. So taking this subject forward, we often feel that there is something external to us is deciding our happiness. So that means all human beings without exceptions are always looking for somebody outside will come and make us happy. So this expectation unfortunately leads to a lot of disappointments in life. So it is easy to say that expectation reduces the joy of life, as Sri Ravi Shankar always used to say. But we don't know how to manage our expectations. So it is extremely important to understand the whole science of our creation a little more in detail so that we will be able to decide our responses without expecting anyone from outside to control it. In my previous sessions, I spoke about human beings have got the greatest benediction of making choices. So unlike other creations who are defenseless and they are helpless because they have been given the power to only operate as per their instincts. But even human beings have been given the enormous amount of additional faculties to take control of our destiny. So in this context, I thought I will present one more kind of Vedic description of how are we made up of. So in the gross level, we are all aware that we have a body, and then most of our identity comes from our body level consciousness. If you really look at in a little more detail, no human beings is really happy about their own physical self. Someone feels that I should have been little more brighter complexion, and someone feels I should have a flat tummy or 8-pack, and I should have a little black hair rather than gray hair, and so on and so forth. So the psychology says that the 99.99% of the human beings are one way or the other unhappy about their own physical self. Having said that, the plastic surgeries and so many other sciences have advanced because of this folly of human being. So we always feel that something which we don't have will make us happy at the body conscious level. So moving forward, Vedantic literatures describe that we are made up of much more deeper level of personalities, which we need to understand. Partially, I described it in one of my previous sessions. The cost of duplication, I just want to repeat again. So we have what is called a mind. So unfortunately, the psychology or the neurology has got a different kind of a connotation and description about the mind. But Vedanta says mind is nothing but an operating system or an instrument given to us in order to respond to the stimuli of the world. So going forward, I will explain the characteristics of the mind, which is very relevant and important to understand the theory of happiness. So we have another dimension, which is the intellect, which is a very unique kind of instrument or a faculty which nature has blessed with only for human beings. An intellect is nothing but the ability to understand using our rational and logic what is right and what's wrong. So that's another important faculty that we have, which is very critical in the context of happiness for our future discussions. So we have a body, we have a mind, we have an intellect. At the deeper self, we have something which is really residing in us. You may like to call it as a soul, or you can call it as a spirit, or you may call it as a god, or whatever you want to call it. For want of suitable explanation, Swami Chinmayananda calls it as, let's call it as X, in mathematics, what is not yet established or proven is assumed to be X. So for those who are atheists, who don't believe in God, they can call it as X. So that means there is something which is deeper in us, which is responsible for us being conscious and experience the world. So it's extremely important to understand the body, mind, intellect, and spirit as the four layers of the human personality in the intrinsic level. So Vedanta also says that there are 5 action organs basically. The 5 action organs are the feet by which we can walk, run. We have 2 hands with which we can, take certain actions in life. And then we have a vocal cord by which we can convey our thoughts in the form of words and communicate to other people. Then we have genitals by which reproduction takes place. So we have the excretion system, which is essentially interacting with the rest of the world and it absorbs the life energy into our being. So there are 5 action organs with which we operate in this world, and body, mind, intellect, and spirit are the ones which are the unseen operating systems in our brain activity that really helps us to operate. So it's extremely important to understand this mechanism in the context of theory of happiness, with which we will discuss a little more in detail going forward. So if you really want to understand this as an analogy of a computer, computer has got an input device, which is the mouse, keyboard, and things like that. So then it has got an output device, which is the printer or the kind of a memory output that we can take it out of the systems and so on. So the human beings are analogous to a computer system. So your mind is equivalent to the operating system that is residing in the computer to decide the various actions it has to take when the external stimuli are entering the computer. So this explanation of the anatomy of human being is very critical to discuss the theory of happiness going forward. So I hope that this input was useful to you at this point in time, and look forward to share with you much more details to present the case of the mechanism of happiness for your well-being as well as for your quality of life. Thank you very much. God bless you. Take care. See you soon. Good day.